What's up, heathens? How ya doing? Today we're going to be getting into the comments and Today I Learned, but first we gotta crown the dumbass from last week, and last week's dumbass was not this asshole right here. Well, okay, little complicated here. Not this asshole, but the content of the actual message there about getting an ad for church, that asshole. Like the churches and everything that are running ads on YouTube on atheist content in general. You know, I know that you guys have talked about, me not wanting them to run ads on there, but to be quite honest, if PragerU wants to run an ad on a video where I debunk PragerU, fuck, they're funding the opposition. But yes, so this week's dumbass are YouTube ads from churches. Make sure you vote for your dumbass this week. Oh, and if you pick this one from last week, or the YouTube ads, or you mention the YouTube ads in general, you get 1,000,000 God points. And remember, these God points are worth as much as the ethical standards for the Supreme Court. Hey, speaking of crazy ass dipshits, somebody calls me and objectively Dan a Satanist? God makes the entire universe out of his father's testicles. Somebody wants me to get my IQ checked. Oh, god damn it, not Tacitus again. Do you atheists think we come from fish? Bud Light is fabulous. And it's not a complete week unless somebody calls me a fat ass. So, if you're interested in any of these dumbass comments, then please stay tuned. Today I learned. First up on Today I Learned that Nikola Tesla predicted the modern cell phone in 1926. We shall be able to communicate with one another instantly, irrespective of distance. Not only this, but we shall see and hear one another as perfectly as though we were face to face. A man will be able to carry one in his pocket. So basically he predicted not only the cell phone, the internet, but also Skype. Or I guess Google Hangouts. Skype was kind of first though, so yeah. So yes, Tesla was an amazing person, but he didn't have the capitalist drive that Benjamin Franklin, not Ben Franklin. Who the fuck am I thinking about? Edison? There was a guy that was in league with Tesla. I'm wanting to say that it was Edison. I don't know why I said Franklin. That was fucking bullshit. Anyways, next up on Today I Learned. So, this was posted in R Atheism, but Today I Learned new research suggests that the suppression of sexual thoughts among religious people only begets a greater preoccupation with sexual thoughts and fantasies. Not that we really needed anything to tell us that, just their basic Pornhub usage would seem to indicate this, but it's good to have actual scientific evidence. So all you religious people out there, remember, the more you hold off on beating it, the more you beat it off in the closet. That's all I'll say. All right, now for comments of the day. Prepare to facepalm yourself in the next week. This is from Chrismer. I appreciate you, Chrismer, and especially with all of these great comments that you leave. Both of y'all wrong suckers. Everybody knows we was sneezed out of God's nose, and any day now we'll be wiped dead by the giant tissue paper from the skies. Bitch trying to say we was created. Psh. We were sneezed out, duh. I like how it's edited too. Like, you couldn't natively write it like that, so you had to go back in and be like, I've got to make this even dumber. Let me go in there and fix some shit. Thank you, Chrismer. I think that you win comment of the week right here for this one. Although there are some particularly great ones coming up, so I don't know. I'll let you guys choose. I think it sounds way more feasible that a god made the universe out of his father's testicles. Well, I mean, maybe. His father had a lot of testicles, for the amount of planets that are out there. You can kill someone with that singing. Actually, my friend's friend of a friend said that his friend jumped out of the window to his death. Freddie was only 16, and by the way, I did not evolve into a homosexual! Okay, thanks Marco for that one. And then we got Jungle Jargon saying, yeah, check your IQ and especially your education level. Don't be an object credit giver. I feel like they're talking about me being some kind of fucking bank when he says, don't be an object credit giver. It's like, calm down there, Jungle Jargon. I'll make sure to check their backgrounds before I give them any kind of objects. I'll lend you this object on credit. All right, so this is on one of my discussions with Street Preacher Joe. If you guys don't know that, he's Cleveland Street Preacher Joe. He has a channel here. And I like how this guy's idiot atheist, and he has a picture of Stephen Hawking. Starting off great right off the bat for sure. So, Scientology does not prove that Jesus did not exist is nothing but proof of a brainwashed and delusional mind. Godless engineer, you prove that atheism is the religion of hate. This is something that I've encountered. Apparently, I can virtually abuse people from thousands of miles away by not thinking that Jesus was a historical person. Apparently, that's a thing. It's also a thing that it's a religion of hate because I don't believe in either a God, evidence for God, or Jesus himself. Apparently those are identifiers for religions of hate. So, fuck all of those, secular Buddhists and shit out there. They're fucked as well. Religion of hate motherfuckers. All right. Do atheists think we come from fish? Huh, atheists? Do you think we come from fish, motherfucker? I don't come from no fish. I feel like that completed the comment. It really accentuates how drunk this person had to have been. Okay, so we did evolve and split off from other marine animals or other aquatic animals at some point in our past. Did I directly come from a fish? No. Did all land animals come from fish-like creatures? Yes. At some point we deviated from them. I'm not exactly sure at what point in our evolutionary line we did, but I mean, we all originated from single-celled organisms that were here, so at some point we would have deviated from that particular line of animals. So, and it's not ridiculous to think that. It's just simple logic once you understand the mechanism of evolution. I mean, it's really not all that crazy. Greg Martin, that's not what pigeonholing is! I feel like the face is what really completed and sold that comment. Okay, so in last week's, or I think, was it last week or a week before? I can't remember. We were discussing Jeranism, and I mentioned like pigeonholing or this pigeonhole idea. And then I described the mathematical principle that is a pigeonhole. And so that's what I was talking about. But I guess maybe I used the word pigeonholing and as a way to convey that. And, pigeonholing, of course, is to lock somebody into a niche and they can't like get out of it. So he was confused about that. I told this guy to look up the mathematical principle after he forwarded me the Webster's Dictionary of pigeonholing, in which it was the third definition. I'm like, look up the mathematical principle. That's what I was talking about. Like, I relegated it to the mathematical realm. Tesla Ranger said pigeonholing sounds dirty. It does sound dirty. It's dirty as fuck. I don't even know why the fuck you'd want to fuck with pigeons. It kind of sounds like you'd be shoving pigeons up your ass, right? All right, next up on comment. Your singing is proof there is no God. I'm gonna sing whether you want me to or not. So thank you for joining comment of the day. I'm not gonna stop singing. Bud Light is for fag. Okay, I'm still drinking Bud Light, so I don't know if that makes me gay. All right. Although the fact that I fuck a girl kind of negates that. Hi, honey. Hey, J.A. Why don't you use some science to get in shape and lose some weight, fat ass? By the way, Star Wars sucks donkey cock. I'm so used to hearing donkey dick that donkey cock just throws me off a little bit and makes me chuckle a little bit. Because he had to knowingly, and it was edited. Honey, I didn't notice this before, but it's fucking edited. He went back in and was like, I gotta change it from dick to cock. Cock! Don't be a Richard. Why is this guy worried about if the earth is flat or round? He should worry about chronic disease! Being fat is one of the #1 causes of diabetes, cancer, and so on. Someone tell him to hit the gym instead of YouTube. Spelled with one letter YouTube. Okay, so I do have diabetes. It wasn't because I was overweight. It was because of genetics. Although I'm sure that my weight didn't help, but it also didn't cause it or trigger it. It was my genetics. My dad had childhood onset diabetes. So, I mean, he's been diabetic since he was like 13. So I'm actually kind of surprised I didn't get it before that. Also, if I had known that when I was a kid and how genetically predisposed I was, I would have been getting regular checkups so that I could have figured it out sooner. But I'm not that lucky. So, I mean, I do have diabetes. I don't have cancer. I'm perfectly healthy otherwise. I mean, I of course, I am overweight. I get that. But, you know, it's also a lot harder for diabetics to lose weight, especially when you're insulin resistant and insulin dependent. So this guy can suck on a nice juicy donkey cock for all I care. I know my particular situation and I'm fine with what I'm doing. And so he can go and hit the gym if he wants. Also, what's a chronicle disease? Chronicle disease, being addicted to Narnia. Who put that? Verza? Thank you, Verza. I appreciate that. Chronicle diseases when you read too many tabloids. That's great. Chrismer, GE's in shape. Round is a shape. That's goddamn right. Round's a fucking shape, motherfucker. Oh, type 1 is an oh, okay. I should have known that, but I didn't realize it was classified as an autoimmune disease. Fuck you, I got an autoimmune disease. Get the fuck out of here. What's with all the questioning of me? Engineer? You don't come off as an engineer. What are your credentials? You've. Sorry, I inserted an R. You've credentials. Well, my credentials are 2 engineering degrees. I mean, I could parade them out, I guess, if I wanted to, but there's no real point in that. And I mean, it's just who cares if I do have 2 engineering degrees? I mean, I do live up to my name, Godless engineer. I'm a working engineer. I'm a software engineer. I have a computer engineering degree and a software engineering. I don't know why you gotta be like, what are your credentials? I want certified university shit sent to my house. Okay, you foot the bill, the $15 or so, whatever the fuck they cost, to send them here. All right, so I can comment appropriately on YouTube videos. These Satanists got their feelings hurt. Ha ha! You'll get the hard life you're asking for without God. Well, you know, it's a hard knock life. What's the rest of the words? It's a hard knock life for us. Something, something! You know, being an atheist in America, even still, is still pretty hard. We still get discriminated against. We have a government that's constantly wanting to push religion through the government, through the school system, through every facet of life. It's gotten to the point now where you have a lot of people that are like, well, without God, you're just not American. And that's just ridiculous to even say. And so it is much harder as an atheist. But also, I don't let that dictate what I believe. Mariska Cat says, recently subbed to your channel and I love your sense of humor. Also very informative. Excellent dynamic content. Keep it up. Will do, Mariska Cat. I like this one. Tortoises live so long because they don't sin. Gotta love those moral and upstanding tortoises that don't fuck with people. So between the non sequitur show, I think Jism has had more than enough coverage. Quit giving this asshole a platform. To be fair, Jeranism has a much larger platform than me, so I sincerely doubt that I'm boosting his numbers in any kind of way. But I also see this kind of comment with a lot of people whenever I cover assholes in general. And what I have to say about it is that I don't make these assholes popular. They already got popular on their own. And me putting out content that is refuting them and giving people the other side of the answer or the other side of the question or another perspective to take into consideration, it can do nothing to help them but only hurt them. Dominic John says, I like your singing, GE. See, I knew it. You guys love my singing. Thank you for watching my singing, honey. It was beautiful, wasn't it? Please stop singing. You sound like a cat getting raped by an elephant. It's not fun. All we need to do is throw a pine tree in there, and I think that we've got a show. Blood God things makes me think Warhammer 40k and the followers of Khorne shouting, blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne. Oh, man.
I have you.
Thank you, heathens, for making it to the end. Have you went down below and left a comment for your dumbass this week? If not, go down there right now and leave your vote. While you're down there, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe if you like this kind of dumbass content. Don't forget to stand up and use your voice, and I will see you heathens later.